Hello everyone, DW Originals here with a different kind of video. Basically, I'm going to be exploring and announcing all of the projects that will be explored throughout 2025. 2024 had been a big year for DW Originals, its debut, if you would, with the release of a brand new story and a whole anthology project to go along with it. It's been a busy but rewarding time, and I hope to expand on it all in the coming year. So let's dive in and see what everything has to offer. Firstly, I probably should give a quick introduction. DW Originals is my original brand where I create and tell original stories. My debut story for the year is one that some people may already have heard of, called Harmony. It's a story about two vast universal powers fighting for control and creating pawns to pit against each other in a never-ending war of trial and tribulation. Now, that doesn't explain much and probably sounds way too vague, I understand, but don't worry if that was all confusing. There is a project that pretty much simply easily explores the beginning of harmony in the whole universe and even introduces you to the worlds and characters where this all takes place, and I'll explain that project now. So starting off this year, or well, it was later in the year, but the Dawn of Reckoning anthology is the opening project to bring you into the Harmony universe. Consisting of 6 short stories, they tell at least of the major events and happenings within the whole universe and for the characters themselves as well. The release date was September 9th this year, and following the next 6 weeks from that, a story from the anthology lineup was released, meaning by now all of them are available to watch on the DW Originals YouTube channel after this, should you wish to go and explore the universe, as that is the best place to start because it is the start. And now, as of making this in November 2024, it's been a good 2 months since the project was released and just about a month since it was finished. So now that the project has been released and the past has been established, it's time we look at what the future holds for the whole universe and the characters within it. And so, it is with great pleasure to announce that the next project in the Harmony IP is called A Universe of Tapestry, a planned 3-book journey to explore the universe post Dawn of Reckoning. The project itself will be split up into 3 separate stories that are as follows. So, Part 1 is simply called A Universe of Tapestry Part 1. There could be a little name change down the line, but at least for now, that's its name. You'll see a description on screen. Brief, but it'll explain enough. No release date has been planned, nor is there one in mind. The progress is that there are 2 chapters in a work in progress state, and I have notes to evolve on for chapters 3 and 4. Also, you'll be introduced to 2 brand new characters that you didn't see in Dawn of Reckoning fully, or at all. These are called Havoc Sternval and Nora Ambrose. Through this story, you'll be exploring the whole world through their eyes as they navigate through some dark times to come. Next up is A Universe of Tapestry Part 2. This one focuses on a character who you would have already met in the Dawn of Reckoning, called the Omen Child, or simply just Omen. Again, there'll be a description on screen, you can read that. Once again, no release date has been made, nor is there a planned. That's, I suppose you'll see that throughout all of these projects, is that they're being worked on. There is not a confirmed release date, and there won't be one for quite a while. As for progress, no progress has been made so far. It's just basic ideas that I've got in my head, and I'll write them down within the coming year and expand them, of course. Lastly is A Universe of Tapestry Part 3. This is pretty much the penultimate end of this whole galactic arc of the story that I've been writing. It'll bring together all of the characters you've seen so far. You'll see successes, failures, and just a really big end to this massive journey. Again, a description on the screen, again, no release date, and just like with part 2, no progress has been made, just ideas that are floating around in my head. And so that is pretty much all that exists for Harmony, at least, well, all that exists for now. So now that that's over with, I'd like to announce another project. See, throughout 2024, I haven't just been writing for Harmony, but I've been writing for a second project behind the scenes. And this second project also does explain why, for Universe of Tapestry Part 2 and 3, there is very little to no work that exists on them. So, again, with great excitement, I would like to announce the second story to the DW Originals archive, Symmetry. Symmetry is about a story of two tricksters born of fate and foretold to bring an end to the evils ravaging their respective societies, only to find that there appears to be more than what meets the eye. To begin this huge project, there is Story Arc 1. That's not its official name, it's just what exists for now. A description will be on screen to kind of tell you briefly what this is about. Again, no release date for actually there's no release date for all these projects. I'll say that so I don't keep repeating myself. However, there has been huge, well, I say huge, but pretty decent progress made on Arc 1. Act 1 has had all of its chapters completed as a first draft, so to speak, and there are notes to evolve on for Act 2. So Story Arc 1, because there's two story arcs, there's 1 and 2. Arc 1 is probably going to be the one that I'll be looking to flesh out more, but I will be working on Story Arc 2, which I'll speak about now. Story Arc 2 follows a completely different, it's like an entirely different story, but still being contained within the universe of Symmetry. We follow a brand new tale with a brand new characters, brand new set of characters, and the progress with this one is, I guess, what you could call scattered works. There are detailed bullet points that I will evolve on throughout the year, and, well, yeah, throughout 2025. A more concrete basis will be established, but again, as of right now, again, I'm making this in November 2024, my mindset is I'm probably going to look to focus on Arc 1 more, but trust me, Arc 2 will definitely receive its fair share of work, as well as Harmony. Honestly, all of these projects will definitely get their fair share of work, as I'll just work on them throughout the year. And that pretty much brings this video to an end. A DW Originals Direct, I suppose you could call it. Basically, 2024 has been a huge year. It's been a massive debut for, again, DW Originals and Harmony. But trust me, 2025 is just going to be even bigger. Even if it means that there might potentially not be a whole lot of content, trust me that in the background I will be working heavily to make all of these projects 100 times bigger and better than what 2024 has brought. So, if you want to be here for it all, then I highly recommend you subscribe to the DW Originals YouTube channel, as this is where you'll find the projects actually released and where you can find them. And if you want to stay up to date with like news and announcements, then be sure to follow at DW_Originals01 on Instagram, as like I said, that's just where I keep up with general news on projects and announcements. It's also where I like to post and create my own artworks, both original and fan art. So you might be seeing some stuff popping on the screen now. So if you like the look of that, if that interests you, then a follow and a subscribe to the YouTube channel would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, if this all interests you, be sure to stick throughout the whole coming year 2025, and thank you for listening, and thank you for all that you brought for 2024. Even if it was small, honestly, I'm just happy that the whole project, and I'm kind of making headway with it all. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in 2025. Thank you.